I actually had a funny page in my book where I address my injury protocol, which is sort of tongue-in-cheek, but not, you know, and I don't have it in front of me to read it to you, but, and everybody says, oh, you've had a lot of injuries, and I didn't start getting hurt till I was 40. So I trained for a good 25 years, balls to the wall, competed in everything, lifted everything I ever tried to lift, I lifted until I started getting hurt. You know, that was 25 good years under my belt. And I know Kirk can attest to this too, because he did the same thing. And right around 40, it's like, oh, shit, God damn it, another one, shit, nah. So I've had probably 10 surgeries in the last 10 years almost. And it sounds like a lot, but some are just little, like, torn meniscus, they go and they trim it out, things like that. I had a couple bigger ones where, yeah, my quadricep tore and everything. And my goal was always the same. It's like, you know, it's like an NFL football player's goal, like get back in the game as quick as you can, you know? So I do what I call paleo rehab. And paleo rehab is, what would a caveman do when he got hurt? Well, as soon as he could, he'd be like, I can limp a little bit, I'm going out hunting, fuck it. I gotta eat, you know? And that's what I did. I get back in the gym. As soon as I can get back on my feet or as soon as my arm feels better, I start doing something. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. Do I come back faster than everybody else? Fuck yeah. You know, and it may not be, everybody, you know, might cringe and say, but I mean, lifting for as long as we have and some of you guys have, you know the difference between soreness and pain. You know how to rehab a joint, you know, this is my knee. This is what it does. So when I get hurt, and it's in a cast for 6 weeks, and they say, well, you have to go to rehab. No, I don't, because this is what I want it to do. I know how to make it do this. I want to do two things. I want to get the range of motion again, so I'm going to just crank on that shit until it starts going where I want it to go, and then I'm going to make it stronger again. I certainly know how to do that because I made it strong before. Rehab's for old ladies. For old ladies who don't know the difference between pain and soreness, who don't know the difference between, or don't know how to strength train. Again, it's different. If you had to learn how to walk again, if you have a spinal injury, shit like that, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, hey, you tore your bicep. You don't need to rehab that. You know what your bicep does this and this, does this and this. You know how to make that stronger again. Kirk's a prime example. I'm a prime example. We've had some pretty bad injuries. Never went to rehab. Always came back just as strong. I mean, I never had a problem with I had a shoulder reconstructive surgery. I basically got it back by doing snatches with a light metal bar, by just doing like muscle snatches and keep going like this, because I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I just kept doing the range of motion with rubber bands and things like that. I just figured it out on my own. You know, I just thought about it. What do I want my shoulders to do? Now I'm going to make it do those. You know, I wanted to be able to stretch back to here. I wanted to be able to go up here again. I wanted to rotate back. And I just kept doing those things. So getting hurt to me was never a big deal. You know, even now, it was a big deal when I first started getting hurt, and it was kind of freaked me out, and I became known as, you're not very durable, but it's because I fucking train hard. And when I get hurt, I come right back and I train hard again. It's not, I didn't come back too soon, it's just that I'm always hammering. I'm always hammering away, you know? And every time I get hurt, I seem to come back harder because I want to keep proving to everybody that I can keep coming back, you know? So the very first thing I do when I get hurt now, I run through the same process. First I'm pissed, and then I'm sad, and then I get excited. I get excited to come back, you know? And even, I remember when Kirk tore his bicep, Kirk tore his quad, the very first thing Kirk did was like, okay, when I come back, I mean, he was literally still laying there with a torn quad. I know I can do this. I can come back and probably do one-legged leg presses. I can still do upper body. I'm like, he didn't even walk out the door yet, and he's already thinking of how he's going to train past this injury, you know? And that's the difference between a high-level athlete and the regular person that just gets hurt and be like, fuck it, I'm done now, you know? I hear guys say it all the time, you know? Guys, they call me up on the phone. You know, I need to put my membership on hold for 6 months. I have a meniscus tear. I'm like, meniscus tear? I got meniscus surgery at 9 o'clock in the morning one time, got dropped off here to work, worked all day, started training the next day. And you're gonna fucking take 6 months off for that? Like, come on, man.